There is limitless potential in the difference that you can make in our world. And if ever we needed positive and influential voices, now is the time. I first started learning words in the dictionary because I had a potty mouth. And I wanted to be able to communicate effectively and efficiently without using expletives. So I have not used profanity in 23 years. And that's something I'm proud of because I want to use my words to heal others, to inspire others, and to motivate others. So the first place to start when we want to use our voice in any setting, if you're giving a presentation, think about opening with a bold statement or asking a question that can immediately draw your audience in. You notice when I first started, I opened up with one simple statistic. I don't want to overwhelm with statistics. And then I want to create a powerful statement to hook them and hold them. Say that with me. I want to hook them and hold them. Because attention spans are very short these days. Individuals are multitasking. And you only have a certain amount of time to capture their attention, but more importantly, to keep their attention, that's a luxury. So the first confidence key, speak with power and authority. Do not discount your experience. What you know is the way you communicate it is priceless. Your voice is one of a kind. And if you don't speak, the world is being robbed of hearing from you. Speak power and authority. That doesn't necessarily mean speaking loud. It's just owning who you are. If you don't own it, it will be difficult to convey it with conviction. Confidence key number 2. Dress for success. Oftentimes, our attire speaks before we even open our mouths. I want you to think about the power of color psychology. An example of this would be red. We know red is very energizing. It makes us want to come alive. It's a passion color. But if you were to attend a wellness retreat, it may not be the best choice. Maybe you could select blue or green, a calming color. If you are at a networking event, orange is a great color because it conveys friendliness and jovialness, and that individuals, especially at networking events, are oftentimes anxious. This is a warm and inviting color. Great for first time meetings. So that's just an example of using colors to your advantage. I personally would stay away from grays because they're very neutral. If you're going to wear gray, use a powerful pop of color to demonstrate you are a voice of authority filled with expert knowledge. Lastly, after you choose to dress for success, remember the power of compelling storytelling. Compelling storytelling. Connection is key here. It's everything. I often say stories want to tell a story and paint a picture that pulls them in, even deeper to the conversation. I was recently coaching a young lady through her fear of public speaking. And she had given a presentation to executive leaders. And these executive leaders, as they were listening, she felt one, she was under very strict time constraints. She was given the presentation at the last minute. And when she delivered the message in her she began to make assessments, and she said to herself, they are judging my performance and I didn't do well. This is an example of how we can be overly critical of ourselves. So I began to tell her a story about my dog Queenie. The night before, Queenie caught a glimpse of herself in the mirror, and all of a sudden she was staring at herself, and then she stood up, and then she began to growl. And I jokingly said, when are you going to love yourself? But I began to tell this young lady, the moment you accept your flaws, the moment you accept yourself as who you are, the moment you accept that your best is good enough, your audience is going to change. They're no longer going to look like judges, but what they're going to look like is family and friends ready to listen. Because how we see ourselves is what we're projecting to the world. And that's a confidence key to keep. So we're going to give you an opportunity to put this in practice. I want you to think about a story out of your life that you share with a friend or your coworkers or during a presentation. Remember to open up with a bold statement. Question is you want to hook them and hold them. Ask yourself what message can you convey with conviction, and then give them a challenge to change. Statement or question to your final statement. That's a simple formula that you can use in this setting. Powerful presence begins with acute self-awareness. Before we close, I want to give you a few prompts to get to know yourself on an even more intimate level, so you can feel free to communicate with others. I feel most vulnerable when I give myself permission to. If there was only one message that I could speak and share with this world, what would it be? Use your voice, even if it trembles. I'm Christy Kennedy, and it has been a pleasure empowering you to communicate with Queenfidence.